we're not being naturalists, which would mean it would only be the red, the orange, the yellow, or the green. That's the only colors that God has the trees grow the leaves, okay? So we're, as artists, we're gonna be able to express ourselves, and we're gonna make blue, add blue and purple to our trees, and that's called being a realist, because we're expressing the way we really feel. Now, what do you think you need to do to make it turn orange?
A little more yellow.
That's right, keep going. Okay, now put that blue in with that yellow and see what happens. Look at it.
It's turning green.
It's turning green.
Don't you like it?
I do. It's beautiful.
My leaf is purple and I used red and blue to make it.
My leaf is orange and I used red and yellow to make it.
My leaf is green and what I used is blue and yellow to make it.
And these three colors are the what?
Primary colors.
And these notes, this is a whole note. This is what you were talking about earlier. A whole note. And it gets 4 counts, 4 beats, right? So if you saw this note on a measure, then you would know you had to hold it out for 4 counts. This note is what? Half note. And it gets 2 beats.
1, 2, 1, 2, and then 4.
Right, 1, 2, and 4. So you have this big circle? Okay, now I want you to do something. I want you to draw a line. That's like a whole note. So I want you to draw a line down the middle of it. Now how many do you have? 8. That's what this is, an 8th note. So it takes 2 of these to equal 1 of these, or...
So it's basically 2 of those.
Yes. This is 1, and this is 1 and. Or you could say this is 2, and if you had another one of these, then it'd be 1, 2 and. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, another way, in children's choirs, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Remember hearing that? That's what this is. That's ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. That's what these are called. These are called the TTs, and this is called the ta. And if you wanted to say that, this one that way, you would say ta, because you're holding it for 2 counts.
You get that, when that's there, you get to take a break.
That's right. If you're looking at a piece of music, or you're singing a song, and you see this, then that means you're silent.
Okay.
But
that's
for
what
1
we-
beat.
Because once that's what we did.
How many counts is that?
2.
1, 2, and then,
Rest.
and then,
1.
so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. See? See if you can count that. That's, what kind of note is that?
Quarter note.
Quarter note, and what was that?
8th note. Quarter note. 8th note.
So that's, or you could say ta, ta, ti, ti. You see how it works together? So that's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. And you see this 4, 4, that
Those
means
are
it's 4.
TTs.
That's right. You listen well. Very good. And each one of these leaves is going to represent 1 measure. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to take some of these notes, and I want you to make it add up to 4 beats. And you can do it in any order that you want. You can have half notes, quarter notes, rest, 8th notes, however you want to do it.
It's
1 and 2 and 3, 4. So that would be T, 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 rest, ta. And you were singing, what would you do?
you wouldn't sing anything.
That's right. Just like a tree, the leaves blow all over.
Can we even put
Different
them
names.
like on the ground like they're falling?
Sure can. You do whatever you want.
There's already 2 holes in there.
Well, then just take your pick.
Whoa.
That's right, you get to choose. Here.
Voila.
I'm Sheryl Ross, and this is my